Good morning. In a rare occurrence, Governor Pritzker was present for the debate, which went on until the wee hours. The Senate, where the bill's fate remains uncertain, is expected to take up the bill this morning. If it follows suit, the governor would be able to make good on a campaign pledge. Gun rights advocates vow a court fight.
With 64 voting yes, 43 voting no, 0 voting present, Senate Bill 2226, having received the constitutional majority, is hereby declared passed.
That vote came at about 12:50 this morning. The governor went to the floor to congratulate supporters. He told reporters he wanted to see it through to the end and expressed confidence the measure would eventually make it to his desk. The Protect Illinois Communities Act would ban the manufacture, sale, and possession of assault weapons for most Illinoisans. People who already have them would have to register them with the state within 300 days. The original bill would have raised the age to obtain a FOID card from 18 to 21. This amended version keeps it at age 18 with parental consent. Passage came 6 months after the Highland Park parade shooting. 7 people were killed by a gunman who had legally obtained assault weapons before age 21. Several Highland Park residents traveled to Springfield to support the proposed ban. During the debate, some lawmakers shared how gun violence had affected their lives. Representative Jahan Gordon Booth lost her son to gun violence.
And so I stand here and I rise in the gap for all of the mothers and the fathers throughout this state who have lost their child, who have lost their son, who have lost their daughter to gun violence.
If more gun control was the answer, the problem would have been solved a long time ago. What happened is tragic. I completely agree with you on that. But until this body is willing to change course and actually take up the root cause of gun violence, nothing will change.
From Governor Pritzker following the vote, the people of Illinois sent us to Springfield to tackle tough issues, and these bills are historic steps in the right direction. I look forward to working with our colleagues in the Senate to get bills addressing these issues to my desk so I can sign them as soon as possible. Outgoing Minority Leader Jim Durkin was the lone Republican who voted yes. On the House floor, he told fellow lawmakers he wasn't going to be able to move on from Highland Park, and enough is enough. In the newsroom, Judy Wang, WGN News.